Hello all and welcome. I hope you're all doing well. You catch me in the greenhouse doing a little bit of tomato and cucumber maintenance. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking out the bottom leaves on the tomatoes and the cucumbers, and then giving them a little scattering of fish blood and bone, just working it in and water that in just to give them that little bit of a pep. I'm going to take the side shoots off the tomatoes as well and tie them up where they need, just the general thing. We've got tomatoes coming on this one, the one tomato plant there. There's a lot of flowers on these. In fact, I'm starting to get to a point now of thinking of possibly pinching the tips out, especially with the beefsteaks. If I've got 2-3 trusses on them, then I'm gonna definitely cut the tops off, and so that all the goodness will go into producing some decent tomatoes. So I'll spin you around the best I can in here, and I'll show you, hopefully with a little bit more detail, exactly what I'm doing. Okay, so there's a cucumber plant. The variety is Luxury, and what I'm going to do is, with the secateurs, just cut all these lower leaves off, take all them off. You can also see, I hope you can see, that there is a side shoot that I can pinch, so we'll have them out, and then I'll tie this up and get on and show you what I'm doing with the tomatoes. Those bottom leaves off. That is now going to be tied in there, and what I'm using is these Velcro strips. I've used them for about 3 years now, and what I like is just put that round, squeeze that on, and that's it. And of course you can use them either way round. You can have the very fine bit on the inside and use it exactly the same, so it doesn't matter which way you put them round. So that is the cucumber Luxury. That's the first one done, and I'll show you what I've now done with some of these tomatoes. So this has been tied up. I've taken all these lower shoots off, or leaves off. The first truss is up here. There is another truss coming, so all as I really need to do now is, again, using the Velcro strips and just tie that in. This is sweet aperitif, by the way, and I shall wait again. I don't know why the first truss is so high up, but you know, that's nature. So you can see how I've opened that up. I'll get on and do these at the back and all the way along here, then I'll bring you back and show you exactly what it looks like when I've finished. Right, shaky camera time, sorry. I've got the camera in my hand and I'll show you everything. I've cut all the lower leaves off. I've also put some fish blood and bone into all bar one, because I'm going to show you with regards to the amount that I'm putting in. So we'll get on our hands and knees and grovel around on the floor, and I'll show you what I've done with regards to cucumbers, tomatoes and the peppers. I've something with the peppers as well. So let's go down. Right, cucumber Luxury. As you can see, cucumbers coming, all these lower leaves basically cut off. Go into the back there. This is Golden Sunrise, and again, first truss there, all leaves removed to that first truss, and there's fruit on there, and the same with that truss there. Then at the back, I want to stay at the back because I want to show you something. This is beefsteak brandy boy, all cut off. The first truss is round the back there, so leaves below have all come off, and there's a truss there, then another truss there, and then as we come up there's another truss there. Now this is where I wouldn't mind a bit of advice, please. I'm thinking of tying that up there and then cutting that off just there. So we tie that up and we cut it off there. We take all this top off. There's another truss gonna come there, but we'll end up taking that off, obviously, if I cut all this off. So it leaves just 3 trusses, and then hopefully I'll get some reasonable sized tomatoes. Now my request is, do you think that's a good thing to do? Because I'm getting the same sort of thing happen again here with the brandy boy, which is again, as you can see, all leaves removed, first truss, second truss, and there's a third truss up there. And again here, brandy boy, first truss, all removed, first truss, second truss, and third truss is there. That just needs tying in, but again I'm thinking whether to remove these. That's a Crimson Crush at the back, the first truss there. Another cucumber, this is Socrates, which are a bit like the Mini Munch, and as you can see there's plenty of them coming. I've taken all the leaves off. So they're all done. These at the front are Sweet Aperitif. There's a side shoot there that needs to come out, and another one there. We'll have them out. So they're all done. First truss, and as I say, all cleared. Then we swing round here. Well, the peppers, I've taken the bottom leaves, or some of the bottom leaves, off these peppers, because as you can see, I've got some peppers coming on here quite nicely. There's none coming on that as yet, but there's flowers, so that's doing okay. I need to just work in this fish blood and bone on those. Again, Socrates, cucumbers, and it's just loaded with them now. Brilliant. Crimson Crush at the back again. They're all starting to put the trusses. Got them all cleared, all done. There's trusses coming, first lot coming up there. We'll work from this cucumber. Again, this is another luxury. And again, cucumbers starting to come. Then these are Sweet Million, and as you can see, tomatoes starting to come. So first trusses are quite high on these Sweet Million, but again, tomatoes coming, so I'm very pleased with that. This plant here hasn't had any fish blood and bone in it, so I'm just giving you that's about as much as I'm pouring in, and I'm just working it in. The next thing that I could probably do with these, thinking about it, is probably add a little bit more compost to these. Don't worry, I am washing my hands thoroughly when I go in. I know really I should be wearing gloves, but I'm not, so I'll consider myself told off. But yes, so that's all what I've been doing with those, and it's all worked in. So I suppose the next thing I could do, maybe next few days, just add a bit more compost. But all in all looking well. Nice peppers starting to come on in here, and I'll start now and do the same with the other greenhouse. Just thought I'd show you the pots. I take no credit for the hanging baskets, the tubs. The only thing I'll take any credit for is the sunflower, but my wife always plants up our hanging baskets and tubs out the front. So I'll spin you round and I'll show you how things are looking really, really nice. Well, here we go, here's all the tubs out the front of the house. These I take no credit for. This is all my wife's doing. She pots these up every year, and I just fill them with compost for her, and then she does the rest. You may notice that at the moment they look like they're all growing towards the house. That's because I've just turned them all round. That's about the only thing I'm allowed to do with these. First of the hanging baskets, again petunias, looking lovely, they are really nice. And then I'll pull back, and that sunflower, that is High Hopes. I grew one of these last year. I grew it for Nick's Allotment Sunflower Challenge last year, and I entered, and I never heard anything. I don't know whether it's on this year. I suppose I could do a quick search on YouTube to find out, but I've been growing sunflowers in them big tubs for about 6, 7, maybe more years. So you know, if Nick's not doing, then it doesn't really matter. I'll show you the other hanging basket. And there's the other one, really nice. Then I'll pull back and show you the other tubs that we've got down here. Again, these are all my wife's doing. That end tub there, that's dahlias. They were put in last year, so they've overwintered, and they're doing nice. And again, these are just petunias with trailing lobelia. And again, the only thing I'm allowed to do with any of these is turn them round when they need it. But I just thought I'd show you those. It's all looking quite nice. Well, that's it for this one. Thank you all very much for watching. Little thing I'd like to point out is I use the secateurs with regards to removal of leaves, so it gives it a nice clean tidy job. Side shoots nice and easy to take out, and any runners as such on the cucumbers, while they're so small, they're easy to pinch out. But with, shall we say, full grown leaves on tomatoes, I suppose you could break them off, but there's a risk of damaging the plant, and no doubt risk of getting some disease into the plant. So use the secateurs and just cut them clean, job done. With regards to removal of the tops on the Brandy Boy, the beefsteaks, the more I think about it, the more logical it sounds that take that off. The goodness will have nowhere else to go but obviously into the tomatoes. But it would be nice to hear what you think about it. So please like, comment and subscribe, and look after yourselves, look after each other, and I'll see you in the next one. Ta-ra a bit.